In the sun-scorched deserts of northwestern Saudi Arabia, a vision is rising, NEOM, a planned megacity with a staggering $1 trillion price tag. This is not just a city, but a bold experiment in reimagining what urban life could be, set against one of the harshest landscapes on Earth. NEOM is designed to be a beacon of progress, a place where the future is being built from the ground up. This isn't just another city, it's Saudi Arabia's bold bet to pivot from oil to innovation, aiming to become a global hub for technology and sustainability. The kingdom is seeking to transform its economy, attract international talent, and redefine its place on the world stage. NEOM is at the heart of this transformation, promising to blend cutting-edge technology with environmental responsibility. The centerpiece is The Line, a 170-kilometer-long mirrored linear city, promising a car-free, zero-carbon life for 9 million people, all powered by renewables and managed by AI. This radical design challenges the very concept of a city, offering a glimpse into a future where urban sprawl is replaced by efficiency and harmony with nature. NEOM is pitched as a solution to climate change, urban sprawl, and resource scarcity, a live-action laboratory for the future of cities. It's a place where new ideas about sustainability, mobility, and livability are being tested on an unprecedented scale, with the hope of inspiring cities around the world. But the scale is daunting, and the challenges are immense. Building a city of this magnitude in the desert means overcoming extreme heat, water scarcity, and logistical nightmares. Every step forward is a test of engineering, planning, and sheer determination. Construction, finance, and logistics have already forced major revisions to the original vision. The ambitious timelines have been pushed back, and the scope of the project has shifted as new obstacles emerge. Timelines have slipped, costs have soared, and skepticism is mounting. Is NEOM a blueprint for tomorrow, or a mirage in the desert? Critics question whether such a grand vision can ever be realized, or if it will become another cautionary tale of overreach. In this video, we'll dive into NEOM's origins, progress, and the staggering costs involved. We'll break down the numbers, the milestones, and the setbacks that have defined the project so far. We'll hear from both supporters and critics, exploring what this project means for global politics, the economy, and society. The debate around NEOM is as much about the future of humanity as it is about the future of Saudi Arabia. NEOM is more than a construction project. It's a test of ambition, power, and the price of building the future. As the world watches, the outcome of this trillion-dollar gamble could shape the next era of urban civilization. To truly understand NEOM, you first need to grasp the vision that inspired it, Saudi Vision 2030. This ambitious national plan is designed to move the kingdom beyond its historic dependence on oil, and to chart a new course for the future. Launched by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in 2016, Vision 2030 aims to transform Saudi Arabia's economy by investing in sectors like trade, tourism, technology, and entertainment, areas that were once on the sidelines, but are now at the heart of the nation's strategy. NEOM is the crown jewel of this vision, a vast, futuristic special economic zone with its own set of laws and regulations, designed to attract the world's brightest minds, innovators, and investors. The goal is nothing short of revolutionary: to leapfrog into the future by building a city from scratch that leads the world in biotechnology, advanced manufacturing, and sustainable energy, setting new global standards for innovation. NEOM isn't just a place to live or work. It's envisioned as a vibrant hub that will power a new era for Saudi Arabia, redefining what it means to be a modern Saudi citizen. The project's futuristic promises, from flying taxis to robotic maids and AI-driven infrastructure, have captured imaginations worldwide. These bold ideas signal a dramatic shift in national ambition and image, inspiring a new generation of Saudis to dream bigger than ever before. As neighboring countries like the UAE race ahead with their own futuristic cities and economic zones, NEOM stands as Saudi Arabia's answer, a bold, top-down push to transform its economy and society for a post-oil world. The stakes are enormous, nothing less than the kingdom's future, its global standing, and the hopes of an entire generation. At NEOM's heart is The Line, a radical, linear city stretching 170 kilometers across the desert. Two parallel mirrored structures, each 500 meters high, will house 9 million people in a footprint of just 34 square kilometers. The line is car-free, with a high-speed rail connecting any 2 points in 20 minutes, and all daily needs within a 5-minute walk. Nature and pedestrian life are prioritized at the surface, with infrastructure hidden below. The city promises 100% renewable energy, managed by advanced AI, and aims to preserve 95% of the surrounding land. But critics question the psychological impact of living between mirrored walls, the loss of sunlight, and the implications of constant AI monitoring. Is this a utopian leap or a dystopian experiment? The debate is fierce. For its creators, the line is a revolutionary model for sustainable urban life. NEOM's grand vision is colliding with reality. As of late 2025, construction has scaled back. The focus is now a 2.4-kilometer segment called the Hidden Marina, not the full 170 kilometers. Over 140,000 workers are on site, moving mountains of earth and driving thousands of foundation piles deep into the desert. The initial goal housed fewer than 300,000 residents by 2030, a far cry from the original 1.5 million. The full city's completion is now projected for 2045-2080, underscoring the project's complexity and long-term nature. Financial pressures are mounting, with Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund already reporting an $8 billion write-down. The dream persists, but it's being reshaped by the hard realities of engineering, logistics, and cost. Even the kingdom's vast resources are being stretched thin. NEOM's future now depends on balancing ambition with what's actually possible. NEOM's numbers are almost unfathomable. This is a project that redefines the very concept of scale, ambition, and investment in the modern world. Initial costs were pegged at $500 billion, but estimates now reach $1 trillion, and some say it could hit $8.8 trillion over decades. To put that in perspective, NEOM's budget could rival the GDP of entire countries, making it one of the most expensive undertakings in human history. The project's material needs are massive, with claims that the line alone could consume a significant share of the world's steel and glass. The sheer volume of resources required is staggering, potentially reshaping global supply chains for years to come. Over 140,000 workers must be housed and managed in a temporary city before the real city even exists. This workforce will live, eat, and work in the desert, forming a community that's as complex as the project itself. NEOM's digital ambitions are just as vast. The city will run on a massive data ecosystem, with Saudi Arabia's big data market projected to triple by 2030. Every aspect of life, from transportation to energy, will be powered by advanced analytics and real-time data. The investment isn't just in concrete, but in the invisible architecture of data and AI. Billions are being poured into artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and digital infrastructure to make NEOM a truly smart city. Managing this scale, physically and digitally, is a logistical and ethical challenge. Coordinating thousands of moving parts while ensuring transparency and fairness is a test for even the most experienced leaders. The project's success hinges on more than technology. It's about managing people, resources, and global supply chains. International collaboration and innovation will be essential to keep NEOM on track. NEOM is a gamble on a future built at a scale the world has never seen. If it succeeds, it could redefine what's possible for cities everywhere. NEOM is a high-stakes play for Saudi Arabia's global image and the legacy of its crown prince. The line is meant to showcase the kingdom as a leader in innovation, not just oil. Futuristic renderings and global events like the 2034 FIFA World Cup are tools to attract investment, tourism, and talent. But the risks are huge. Delays, scandals, or failure could turn NEOM from a symbol of ambition into one of overreach. Controversies, including the displacement of local tribes, have already sparked criticism from human rights groups. The project's success or failure will shape how the world sees Saudi Arabia for decades. NEOM is a declaration that the kingdom wants to compete with ideas, not just wealth. The mirrored walls are meant to reflect a new national identity, but the world is watching closely. Saudi prestige is, quite literally, on the line. Beneath NEOM's mirrored facades lies its true engine, a city run by artificial intelligence and data. Sensors, cameras, and IoT devices will feed a central AI, managing everything from transit to energy to public safety. For residents, this could mean seamless convenience, but also constant surveillance. The Saudi Data and Artificial Intelligence Authority is building the legal and technical framework for this data-driven city. NEOM aims to be a global testbed for smart city tech and AI business models. But the vision raises tough questions. Who owns the data? How is privacy protected? Can a city be both efficient and free? NEOM's creators must balance technological ambition with the fundamental rights of its residents. NEOM has sparked a global debate. Optimists see it as a bold leap towards sustainable, innovative urban living, a chance to build a city from scratch and test new ideas at scale. Supporters highlight its car-free design, renewable energy, and potential to inspire cities worldwide. Critics, however, question its livability, environmental impact, and the ethics of top-down, AI-driven control. Human rights concerns and financial risks loom large, with some warning NEOM could become a trillion-dollar white elephant. The project's ambition is undeniable, but so are the doubts. NEOM is a mirror for our hopes and our fears about the future of cities. NEOM is more than a Saudi megaproject. It's a global symbol of our hopes and anxieties about the future. It forces us to ask, how will we live on a crowded, warming planet? Can technology save us? What's the right balance between convenience and freedom? If NEOM succeeds, it could pioneer new models for sustainable cities and data-driven governance. If it fails, it will be a cautionary tale about the limits of top-down planning and the dangers of ignoring human complexity. The world is watching as NEOM draws a literal and figurative line in the sand. Its journey is just beginning, and its outcome will shape how we build and imagine cities for generations. The question NEOM poses is one for all of us. What kind of future do we want to create? For that reason, everyone has a stake in the answer.